Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackHere.com, and today we're going to break down the AGV Pista GP RR full face helmet. The Pista GP RR retails from $13.99 to $16.99. As of the time we're shooting this video, please understand we do not update videos for pricing changes only when the product itself has been completely redesigned. Before we dive in, I have not ridden in this. This is my Corsa. I do own a Pista. It's autographed by Valentino Rossi. It is at my house, sitting on a mannequin, never going to be ridden in, not ever. This is the first gen Corsa. I have a lot of laps in this bad boy. If you look at the two helmets, you're going to see that they are very, very similar at the end of the day. Small moves and small improvements, evolving what is already a very good product, okay? With that said, while I don't have first-person experience with this, this is as close as you'll ever get without actually having it, okay? Just want to qualify that before we dive in. Let's break down some of the particulars of this helmet. First, who is this right for? This is a very focused sport riding helmet, right? Racetrack, any level up to MotoGP. This is basically what Valentino Rossi is riding and racing in. This has got an FIM homologation. They do have these certain sizes are FIM homologated. I don't think that's very relevant to anything, so I'm not going to talk about that a whole bunch. This helmet weighs 3.3 pounds in a size medium small on our shipping scale. Carbon fiber shell. It is E.C.E. as well as D.O.T certified. Let's talk about fit of this helmet. I measure 58 centimeters, right on the money, intermediate oval head shape. Their sizing chart is going to put me in a medium large. Back in the day when I got my Corsa, I tried both on, and I was able to get a really vice-like race fit, and that's what I like from my Corsa, right? So that's what I have here in this one, and I get that same fit that I enjoyed with that. Caleb and I were talking before we started shooting this video, and during one of the many takes, unfortunately, it has taken to get us to this point. This one offers a very unique feature, and realistically, it may have made more sense for me with this to just follow the size chart. This offers an adaptive fit. Included in the price of the helmet, you don't need to buy any additional pieces. Let's say that you get it and you're like, man, I wish it was a little tighter here, or I wish it sat a little higher, you know, on the brow to open it up more, or here in the cheek area. It comes with a bag that is full of these pre-cut, you know, it's a dense foam pad with an adhesive backing, okay? Look at all these different shapes. Instruction booklet here to kind of help lead you in the right direction. You're able to disassemble the interior, install these pieces, and tune the hell out of the fit. If you're the kind of guy that has, say, like a high-end stereo with an equalizer, all those levers on it, and you find yourself pulling to make the sound perfect, adjusting the settings on your TV to get the warmth of the picture exactly where you want it, imagine the fun you could have playing with this. I really think this is cool. I think for me, with this helmet, this may be one of the standout features. I'd love to see them move it to their Corsa R and maybe even some other helmets, because at the end of the day, these can't be that expensive, and it really saves the rider the time or the trouble of having to buy additional pieces. So there's one of the features that I really dig. Hopefully that fit information helped you just a little bit too. This helmet, the ventilation level it offers is incredible, okay? Ridden in this one, and you can see the same layout. There are some nuances that are different. These vents are not switchable, so you have a little more surface area, more intake. Okay, if you're going to ride or race in the rain, there are 3 plugs that it ships with. To plug these top vents up here, the vent here in the chin bar, there is a switch for that. It's down right here in the chin bar area. It's going to be kind of hard to show you. See if we can open that up. Switchable right there, easy to use. So you're able to turn that one on and off. Moves an unbelievable amount of air. This is going to be class leading against anything out there. So much so, they're going to give you your first set of earplugs free of charge. I would highly recommend with this helmet wearing earplugs in it. I think that makes tremendous sense. Standout feature is ventilation. The aerodynamics on this helmet were amazing. I would expect these are only going to be better. They've done a couple of things to enhance and improve it. Given the speeds that they're out there riding in MotoGP, they exceed what we're doing here, you know, on our OEM, you know, our stock track bikes. Got some on the vents here, the intake vent in the front and the exhaust vent back here. You got some spoilers to further tune that stuff. That is pretty cool as well. Another feature I really enjoyed with that is going to be the field of vision it offers. It is the most open that is out there. Sure, there's others that are excellent and have no obstruction. This one goes a step beyond that. So if that's something you dig, this one has it. Centrally located shield lock. No real detents, either open or closed. If you want it cracked, that first lock there, it's cracked and locked. This helmet ships with a clear shield. It includes race tear-offs as well as a Pinlock Max Vision 120 insert. So that's the highest level of fog-free performance. You can install that in it if you ride in conditions where you do need the fog-free performance. Other features that are unique, it's going to be the drink bag compatibility. If you have a race suit or a jacket that has a drink bag in the hump, this is all dialed in to work with that. You've got an adapter here that bolts into the chin bar of the helmet. You got a Camelback bite valve that's included. This hose. Let's say, dude, I don't have that. I don't want to ride around with this hose hanging out over my shoulder. No problem. Slide it out. You have a normal helmet, nothing else happening. Emergency release cheek pads, double D-ring retention system. Very high-end fabrics are used in this liner. Moisture wicking, antimicrobial, the whole nine. More fit adaptiveness is found here in the crown liner. I think I just made that word up. See these three red legs? They are all attached to the crown liner via Velcro. There's index marks. You can move those around to really get this fit precisely where you want it. I think that's pretty bitchin'. Another cool feature is they've kind of changed the radius of the shell here a little bit to help reduce the possibility of breaking a collarbone. One of the most common ways to break a collarbone, you have an accident, hit your head pushes helmet shell into, actually right there, about where it hits. Yeah, I got a knot there. This is designed to help reduce the possibility of breaking the collarbone. A lot of information here, right? When I come back, I'm going to show you a good view of the helmet from the inside out. You really learn a lot about a product and how well it's built when you look from the inside out. Okay, let's give you a good close look from the inside out. Start off with shield change. Release the lock, raise it all the way in the upwardmost position. Push down on this lever here and pull out. It's very simple. Same thing on the other side. Just push down on the release, pull it out. This shield has some weight to it, impact protection, right, so it doesn't shatter. A lot of these pieces here, you know, there's metal pieces used in there. Pretty cool stuff, pretty trick. Reinstallation is just a mirror image of what we showed you in reverse, like that. Get everything lined up. Make sure you have the tabs all the way up. Before I ride, I like to cycle it a couple of times, make sure I'm all good to go. Interior removal. All right, I like to take the shield off anytime I service the helmet. Turn this bad boy upside down. Start off with a chin curtain. Grab the chin curtain right at the edge. You'll feel the kind of rubbery plastic piece pull out. It's held in there pretty tightly. You can see these are pretty flexible, so you're not going to break that. Pull that out. For the cheek pads, wedge your finger in between the backing of the cheek pad and the inside EPS. Push in. There are 3 snaps on each side. Go ahead and release those. This is a one-piece unit. Neck roll and cheek pad are one piece, so you need to make sure both of the cheek pads are loose. Go ahead and grab it right here at the front and give it a light wiggle and tug. We'll do the same thing here on the other side. And this is going to come out as one complete unit. Get your chin straps to pass through it. The back of these, there's a zipper. I'm going to guess that, you know, this is probably access if you want to tune the fit, something like that, right? Have a look at that. If you're going to tune the fit, I would encourage you to take a look at those instructions. We're not going to do that on this particular helmet. Real nice fabrics used with this. The top pad. There is one centrally located snap here in the back. Let's get that undone. Up here in the front, there are two, one on each side. Pull out your top pad. There's an opportunity to look at those adjustable legs, right? Something I like that they've done with this is, if you see these holes right here, they line up directly with the intake vent holes on the helmet itself to encourage the airflow to come in. That's one of the reasons this thing flows so much air. Some of the other brands that are out there, actually most, they won't take that extra step to punch those holes out. Looking inside, all the channels there in the EPS, when you have the liner in, that allows it to flow from front to back, grabs the heat, grabs the moisture, gets it out the back. Look up here in the chin bar, you can see the intake vents. There's your molded spot for the drink bag. There's your little switch for the vents in the chin bar, right? Really trick, and hopefully this helps to indicate too why, you know, the whole idea of trying to install a communicator in this, I don't see it happening. I simply do not see it happening. There you have it. If you have any questions, I answer all those myself. Just leave it in the comments section of this video. My goal, as always, is to help you guys have the best possible experience with any products you buy from STG.